Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back, and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have a brand new VOSTEED, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I hope you're having a fantastic day. This is almost take two. I had to hit pause because the first time I slid it across the table and went off the table, hit the floor. I had to go around and get it, and then hit unpause, and then say hello. Hello, I hope you're having a great day. I am, and I'm okay. I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Would I be remiss? No. What's the word I'm looking for? Would you be surprised if I said I'm not looking forward to checking out this brand new VOSTEED? No, it's just a part of life. Just live with it. And for all you grumpy Gusses out there, I hope you have a better day after watching some of my videos and giving you something to complain about. You know, I just had that thought. You know, I always get a grumpy person that's like, he didn't show the knife until minute 2.41. Hey, you know, it is what it is. Oh my goodness. All right, getting right in it. This is the VOSTEED Parallel. Would you look at it? Just look at it, and oh my goodness, it is incredibly thinner. Holy moly, is this going to be cool? I hope so. We're going to check out. I'm wondering about the ergos, but so far it doesn't feel too shabby. Let's check out one end down to the other. So it's a crossbar lock. We have a caged ceramic ball bearing, captive pivot, and I do like the little, what do you call that? Little, what is it when an asteroid hits the moon and leaves a crater? Kind of a crater inward, an inward dome? I don't know. Concave, whatever. Let's keep going. It has a reversible wire deep carry clip. You're going to have just a tad sticking out of your pocket. That is very nice. Very, very nice. And an aluminum back spacer. It has green thumbs. There's 3 different versions. I'll show you the other versions here in just a second. It has green thumb studs on this particular version that matches that back there. I like that. I like that little bit of accent, and it has a huge hole for a lanyard. So all you lanyard lovers, you're ready to go. I'm anxious to see this blade. Are you? And by the way, this is extremely light. I don't know how much it weighs, but we'll weigh it here in just a second. Are you ready? Pow! Right in the kisser. Okay, very nice. Wow, that is very crispy. It is so crispy. Crispy and clean. I like the looks of it. Nice K-tip looking blade, you know, modified sheep's foot. Doesn't matter what you call it. You just look at it and say, ooh, 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 so shiny. And this is 154 cm blade. Still, baby. There you go right there. Now, let's go ahead and check out. I mean, the finish is like flawless. Beautiful satin on this one. I think there's a coated version. I'll flash the picture up on the screen, if not right now, in a minute or a second or 10 seconds. But yeah, I don't see anything wrong with the finish. The finish looks very nice. Has a nice feel. It's as slick as it looks. It doesn't have traction this way, but I'm guessing we're going to have a good grip here in just a second. And let's see. Okay. Side to side, 0 play. Up and down, 0 play. So it is solid. And this is, oh wow, now that has a strong, the Omega spring. The Omega is strong with this one. And does it come with? It doesn't come with any replacement parts that I can see. No extra screws or Omega springs. But that could be. This might be a prototype. I'm not 100% positive because it doesn't say the name on this box. So I'm guessing that's because this was sent before this knife was released. And if you're watching this video right now, this video is dropping on the day these become available. So if you go to the website and it says sold out, that means that you wait a few minutes. It's going to drop today, and it might be late enough. It might not. This video will probably come out a half an hour or an hour before they become available. Just be patient. Okay, so the Omega spring is very strong, and with that, you have these. Let's see if I can get you in there. Right there on the outside of these thumb studs, if you will, they're grabby. They're kind of aggressive, but you kind of need that aggression due to the strength of, boy, those Omega springs are not messing around. Ooh, and look what I just found. Ooh, found something. If you get in here, let me unbrighten this. Check it out. They're adjustable. So we have adjustable Omega springs. How many spots do we have? And let me double check. Looks like we have 3 different spots, so you can adjust the tension. I don't know if you guys are able to see that or not. You can adjust the tension of the Omega spring, so if it's too strong, you can weaken it up just a little bit. And let's see. Yeah, this one, boy, I don't know if this is the strongest setting or the weakest, but I would guess that because this is in the 3rd notch, the 3rd hole farthest away, that this is the weaker of the settings, and I'm telling you, it is strong. So the action... not too bad. You have to keep this pulled down or it's going to stop it right in its tracks. And you can see I'm putting some good pressure on it. It does come flying out very nicely. And wow, this thing is just, I can't believe how thin it is. I'm going to go through this stuff as quickly as possible. And I know you're all as curious as I am about the thickness of this thing. So this thing is coming in at about 7.9 inches. Your sharpen length is 2.9 inches for your sharpen length. And I know that this is the thinnest knife that VOSTEED has ever put out. So I want to see how many millimeters are we working with here? We're coming in, oh my goodness. Wait a minute, hold on. We're coming in at 2 millimeters. Would you look at that? Holy cow. And for all you inch people that want to know the inches, your thousandths behind the edge, we're coming in at, wow, 78 thousandths of an inch. That is crazy. You just don't realize, you just don't know how incredibly skinny, how thin that is. And behind the edge, I'm going to check that real quick because this has got to be some crazy geometry we got going on here. And the light's not wanting to get it. So we're looking at about 13 to 14 thousandths of an inch behind the edge with such thin geometry. Yeah, 14 thousandths behind the edge. Wow, this is going to be slicey just based on the geometry alone. Now, a quick size comparison. Here's the Civivi Elementum, okay? Now you see. I was wondering, I didn't know if this was going to be a big knife, a small knife. I didn't know any numbers about this knife. The knife literally wasn't on the website until today. So there you go. There's the VOSTEED Acorn, and there is the Civivi Elementum. And you know what? I couldn't find the Elementum or the Penguin because they were both in my cargo pockets. This is the QSP Penguin, because everybody should have a Penguin, right? So it looks like the handle length's maybe just a tad shy of the Penguin. And one more, we'll put another VOSTEED out here for good measure. How about the VOSTEED Raccoon? Now let's check out the Ergos. And if you ever want to know anything about any of the knives or the gear or flashlights you see on my channel, every Friday night, Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. That's where you can ask questions and we'll do it live. I can do size comparisons. I can take the knife apart and we have so much fun. It's 8:15 p.m. Eastern time till around midnight or so. It's a 3-4 hour live stream and we have a lot of fun doing it. My hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. So, I mean, with as thin as it is, I'm surprised the Ergos are as good as they are because you're not going to be using this bearing down. Although, you know what I have to say in the hammer grip, it's not as hateful as I thought it was going to be. I can feel the inside of the bottom right here. It's not too terrible. You can see that they did chamfer it off. They did soften it just a little bit. Now, anytime you have a knife this thin, oh, and I didn't even see how thin it was, but anytime you get a knife that's this thin, you can't expect that the Ergos are going to be like, you know, for using hard use, you know, out chopping wood. You know, it helps when you turn these on. But it's not like you're going to expect that, but the Ergos already, I can tell that they're way better than I expected. So we're coming in at 280 thousandths of an inch. Wow, that is impressive. I mean, that is very impressive. That is super thin. I mean, oh my goodness, look at that. 7.1 millimeters. That's crazy thin. Oh. I apologize, kind of. I'm all over the place, but that's just, you know, that's just the way it is. Here it is next to the QSP Penguin. Look at this. Holy moly. Counting the clip, it's less than the width or the thickness of the QSP Penguin. That is crazy. Look at the whole knife just compared to the blade stock of the Penguin. That is nuts. But if I'm going to be using this on a daily basis and carrying it in my pocket, it doesn't weigh anything. And I told myself I'm going to make this a really quick video because, you know, we still have to cook dinner. I'm hungry. I just got home from work, but I wanted to get this out there. This bad boy is coming in at, because I almost forgot, a mere 2.27 ounces. Holy moly. Yeah, so it's a 2.3 ouncer. Now the Ergos, if I'm holding it like this and I'm doing some just natural cutting, just like what you would normally do, a little bit of pull cutting, it's not hateful. I can feel the pocket clip back here. It's making itself known. It's like, hey, how's it going? I'm a pocket clip, but it's not bad. That is definitely what I'm feeling. I don't hate it. If I'm not using this for something heavy, then that's not going to be an issue. And I think that if you're carrying this knife, that's what you're going to be doing. It's just, open a bag of Fritos or opening up Amazon packages, or actually this would be good to put in a backpack. I could see this I bet would fit in my mollies of my backpack right on the side. I tend to carry knives in some of them. I could barely get in a molly. This one's going to fit very easily. But the utilitiness of it is going to be really good because it's comfortable in my large width hands. I'm not having any issues holding it. Deploying it, you definitely have to keep that crossbar pulled all the way down. Now, oh yeah, okay, it's a lot easier than it first was. Maybe it just needed a few flippy flips to break in, but that's not too bad. So all in all, just from a first impression standpoint, it's a good fit, good finish. It looks really nice. I like the other two versions of it also. It feels good. The jimping, actually the jimping is pretty good. There's not much jimping there, but it does have really good grip on it. It has a good blade shape. It's not a big knife, so if you have bigger than large hands, this knife might be a little small for you. And this isn't a squeezer. This isn't one you're going to use as a work knife. This is going to be an everyday carry, lightweight knife. If you're going somewhere and you're wearing some light khakis or something like that, and you want a knife that's super thin, and by the way, absolutely love wire clips. They're easy in and out of the pocket. They're very comfortable. This one has a nice bit of tension to it. So yeah, I don't know. I can't really say that I have any nitpicks per se, other than I really do feel that pocket clip. I am very glad that they went with the wire clip, because if it wasn't a wire clip, whatever else would be there, it would be digging into my hand and it would really be bothering me. But just using this as an everyday carry, it's not that hateful. It is a warm spot, just so you know. But the rest of it is pretty good. I like the way it locks my finger into place. It's an easy in and out of the pocket. Yeah, I like it. The VOSTEED Parallel, the thinnest knife they've ever made. It's not going to be the fidgetiest knife in the world just because of the amount of pressure I'm having to use. So if you have issues with your fingers or something like that with grip and pulling, this is a very strong Omega spring that they've got going on in there. And I'm guessing it is an Omega spring because that's how all these are made, right? It is cool that it's adjustable, but it looks like to me that mine is on the easiest setting right now, if you will. So that is something to take into consideration, that if I adjusted it more this direction, it would be even more difficult to pull. And if you're going to do this 150 times while you're driving, like some people do, you might start to really notice that on your fingers. But we'll talk about it more on the live stream on Friday night. Let me know what you think about the new VOSTEED Parallel. I think it's pretty cool. It's a nice, lightweight, everyday carry knife. It's a folding knife. It's a crossbar lock. You got good lockup, good steel, titanium, good materials, nice colors. I like it. It's Beez approved, if that means anything. But give me a big thumbs up if you enjoy my content, even when I make content like this where I don't even know what I'm going to say like I do most of the time. But even especially today, because I can hear my stomach growling. But go watch this video. You'll really enjoy that. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the hive stream, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.